is Kit Kugler. The scholarship is for $1,000. Congratulations, Jack. And tonight is senior night. We have one senior on the roster. That again is Jack Polk. Jack is 10-4 for the seniors. On pitching, he has a 2.97 career batting average. His ERA is 2.1. He has 101 stolen bases. He lettered in basketball, baseball, with a 4.0 honor roll, and played prospects in the fall. This year, Jack will be attending Southeast Community College. Thank you for all your years, Jack Polk.
Flat Post Sports Presentation. It's time for FNBO American Legion Baseball with the North Platte Post and FM 98.1.
He's set and oh my God, there goes Blaze Seiler! He did it! He successfully sold home!
Today's game is brought to you in part by Sand Hills State Bank, Premier Toyota, Insurance Boys, Pete Voles, Brett Rogo, and Matthew Musselman.
That one smashed into left field. It's going all the way. Make that 2 home runs today for Jack Polk.
FNBO Baseball also brought to you in part by Great Plains Sports and Therapy, Larry's Glass, Bill Summers Ford, the DNN Event Center, Larry's RV, Double Dip Ice Creamery, Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group, Great Plains Home Care Equipment, Runza, Puro Clean, CIO Wealth Strategies, and the North Platte Public Schools.
So that's turned on by Blaze Seiler. It's going all the way. It's out of here. The Nationals have done it. Blaze Seiler has hit a home run to walk it off.
Let's play ball. FNBO Baseball from FM 98.1 and AM 1410 while live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com. here's the voice of the Nationals, Paxton Gordon.
Hey everybody, it's me again. I know. You missed me, I missed you too. It's okay. Trevor missed me, TJ Lilly might have missed me every once in a while. But we are back for some American Legion baseball, this time at home for Larry Coleman night as well as senior night. Nationals taking on Misko Sports Kearney, who is 12-8 on the season compared to the Nationals, who are 16-15 this year. Hey, ever since I left 2 weeks ago for Nebraska Land Days, from that point on, it's been quite a topsy-turvy ride if you are a Nationals fan, as well as head coach Ricky Holm, because by the time I left, the Nationals were about 6-7 games above 500, and now that I'm back, they're only one game above 500. They're trying to find an identity to this team of whether they're a team that's going to hit that extra gear and make that late postseason type of push towards districts, or are they going to fumble and keep getting stuck in their mishaps, as the last couple of games, as well as the games leading up to my break, have kind of shown the Nationals, just like maybe it was 2-3 years ago, are having a tough time in terms of not only finishing games out, but also finding consistency on the offensive defensive end of the plate. And it's led to some games where I think head coach Ricky Holm might have lost a couple of strands of hair from, and I wouldn't blame him, because they've been put themselves in good positions to win ball games. And I think a good example of this had to be over the weekend and last week at the College World Series tournament, where they took on teams like Creighton Prep, Cheyenne Post 6, and Harrisburg's, teams that at one point or another during that game the Nationals had leads on. The Nationals were within touching distance for Creighton Prep before it all came apart late in that game. Same thing against the Sixers. They got up early off a couple of Cheyenne mistakes before Cheyenne decided to put the gas to the pedal to the floor and unfortunately took over the Nationals. And then against Harrisburg, again, looked like they were in a prime position to win that ball game, but in the end, unfortunately, just came up a tad bit short and now sit at 16-15. Though good news, they did win their last 2 games in Cheyenne against Middleton Senior Legion as well as Watertown Post. They won the Watertown game 5-4 and then beat Middleton 8-7. They're facing a Misko Kearney squad that comes into today 12-8 on the season, currently playing their best set of baseball, 4-game winning streak, as they took down a couple of games. They took down Grand Island USAVE over the weekend on Sunday 9-1, while also beating Scottsbluff 14-3 on Saturday. So Kearney's coming in quite hot. The Nationals, while on a 2-game winning streak, still trying to find their winning ways and get back into a good rhythm offensively and defensively. And it's going to be quite a challenge today, as the Nationals, they'll be facing off against a pitcher who last time out against the Nationals essentially shut the door on this team, as it's Derek Nonhoff who's going to be on the mound for Kearney today, and he had himself a spectacular performance against the Nationals last time that these two teams played in Kearney. Let's see if the FNBO Nationals today can turn it around and make a difference, though. We'll get through that when we get to that point. We'll be back here, of course, Bill Wood, Larry Coleman night as well as senior night. We come back to Bill Wood here at FM 98.1 AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Welcome to the Rodeo of Savings at Bill Summers Ford Lincoln Honda Nissan of North Platte. Saddle up and drive. Whether you're hankering for a brand new Ford truck, smooth riding Lincoln, trusty Honda, or dependable Nissan, come see the best selection in the West. As a local family-driven dealership, Bill Summers offers top-notch customer service, a wide range of new and used vehicles, and unbeatable deals. There's something for every cowboy and cowgirl out there. Don't miss out on the Rodeo of Savings. Head on into Bill Summers.
Free PC and Mac checkups at CT Computer Services in North Platte? That's right. Let CT Computer Services diagnose your systems to ensure your hardware integrity, security, and overall PC Mac health are running as they should. For a free PC Mac checkup, stop in at 905 South Willow in North Platte or call 308-534-3628. CT Computer Services, your IT guys since 2005.
Exciting news! North Platte and surrounding communities, Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment has a new address. Find them at 220 West Leota Street, Suite 1, right beside Great Plains Urgent Care. Their professional staff is fully qualified to help you meet your needs. From wheelchairs to mobility scooters, lift chairs, and more, they have everything to make your home safe and comfortable. They've got you covered. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today at 308-568-8510. Let them help you regain your independence.
We'll go back here to Billwood Field. FNBO Nationals taking on Misko Sports Kearney for the second time this season. So far, Kearney holds a 1-0 series advantage over the Nationals, where these two teams faced off pretty early on in the season. At that time, up to the point, Kearney's only win that year actually had been the FNBO Nationals. From that point on, they were on a 4-game winning streak before they took down Omaha Burke on the 30th of May. Nationals again fell 5-1. Derek Nonhoff was on the mound and really shut down this Nationals squad, where they were just unable to find any momentum on the offensive side. And today the Nationals look to turn that around here, as it's Derek Nonhoff versus Jack Polk. Again, senior night, so Polk will be getting the start. Don't know how long Polk will be going. Again, they have a game this weekend in Cheyenne for the Cheyenne tournament, and so far from what I've heard, head coach Ricky Holm is looking to pitch Jack Polk during that series, so Polk might not be getting too many innings tonight, though. That course can all change here as the Nationals look to continue their winning ways. They're currently on a 2-game winning streak as they look to bounce back and find some momentum after a pretty tough Omaha, College World Series tournament, where they actually had some potential game-winning upsets against some very big powerhouse teams in their tournament bracket, but just come up a bit short. Now looking to see what they can do against a Kearney squad that over the years has caused problems for the Nationals organization. As once again, the names you'll continue to be hearing tonight, Derek Nonhoff, who's on the mound, alongside Cole Throckmorton, probably one of, if not the best catchers here in the American Legion system, that the Nationals for years have just struggled to find a way around. At least a couple times a game, it's Cole Throckmorton picking off runners, and that's really the Nationals' game when it comes to base running. They love to be aggressive and take advantage of some opportunities if they get runners into scoring position at second base, but with an amazing catcher like Cole Throckmorton, it's highly impossible and very unlikely the Nationals will have much success like they normally do trying to steal bases. And of course, we can't skip away from the catching position without the guy who's throwing it to him. Derek Nonhoff almost pitched a perfect game against the Nationals in the very, very opening part of this season. He himself has been strong ever since then, and he's coming into tonight against the Nationals team trying to continue what his season has already been put forward and then do it once again and almost shut out the Nationals here. But the Nationals and head coach Ricky Holm and this team looking to turn that fortune around against this Kearney Misko squad, as we are just about to get underway between these two teams for the second time this season. Last year, the Nationals that swept Kearney in terms of tournament play, or in regular season play. They did lose in the tournament to the one game that they did face this Kearney team. At the time, it was Kearney Runza, now Misko Sports Kearney. Now it might possibly be the other way around where Kearney will sweep the Nationals, but Coach Holm and this team looks to avoid that here today as they look to bounce back and continue on strong with this season. So that'll do it here for our Quick Stop pregame show. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop always open right around the corner. We're going to step aside and we're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, we are going to have our opening pitches between these two teams as we welcome back American Legion Baseball right here on FM 98.1, AM 1410, as always, live streaming NorthPlattePost.com, as well as our YouTube page. So we will step aside and we will be taking a break. When we come back, it's time for some baseball right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and of course, video live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Ask me, Matthew Musselman, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Where do you go for wings?
Dave's Place.
Where do you go for pizza?
Dave's Place.
What about cold drinks, a family atmosphere, and nightly specials?
Dave's Place.
Sounds like a sweep for Dave's Place. Pizza made from fresh dough, drink deals, and yes, the best pizza and wings.
It's Dave's Place.
Dave's Place on East 4th Street or at davesplacenp.com.
Order it, carry out, DoorDash. Dave's Place. Whoop, whoop.
Are you ready to embark on an exciting new career? Larry's Glass has been a trusted name in custom glass design for over 40 years, and they are seeking a skilled glazier to join their team. If you have a passion for precision and craftsmanship, this is the perfect opportunity for you. Install glass in commercial, residential, and auto settings. Get paid while you train for a new career. Stop into Larry's Glass at 211 West 5th Street, North Platte, and discuss how you can be part of their team and build a fulfilling career.
Chuck is a Runza French fry superfan.
Can't get enough of them.
Is it the crinkly goodness?
Kinda.
Is it the way the crinkles on the fry expertly hold the Runza Ranch?
Yeah.
Is it the fact that Runza Kringle fries look like tiny accordions?
Once you see it, you can't unsee it. It makes me so happy.
You're not wrong, Chuck. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
Whether you're a weekend warrior, youth, or professional athlete, the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team has you covered. The team includes orthopedic surgeons, athletic trainers, and other healthcare specialists who spend their time at local high school and college sporting events, ensuring that athletes stay as injury-free as possible. In the event of an injury, the team remains committed to returning athletes to competition as quickly and safely as possible.
Contact the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team by calling 308-568-7456.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
The North Platte Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
Welcome back here to Billwood Field. It is time for our Double Dips Ice Creamery starting lineup. Double Dips Ice Creamery in the historic Canteen District of North Platte offers 24 plus different flavors of hand-dipped ice cream served in a variety of ways. Double Dips also offers homemade waffle cones and bowls alongside homemade fudge and freshly baked desserts. Hey, it's a pretty crazy hot day outside, so you know what that means? The ice cream trailer is available for all your outdoor events. How about we start with Kearney, or Misko Sports Kearney, and they're starting the lineup here today. Caleb Larson will be batting a leadoff at the second base position. Rhett Mundorf, he's batting in the 2-hole. He's the third baseman. Jacob Hansen at designated hitter. He'll be the 3-hole hitter with Bryce Anderson at first base. Keegan Brand in center field with Jace Blattner in right. That ever-dangerous Cole Throckmorton will be catching in the 7-hole with Tyson Cabela at shortstop batting in the 8th. And then Charlie Loof out in right field. He is the 9-hole hitter. Derek Nonhoff will be pitching today for Kearney Sports. Now for the side of your FNBO Nationals, Caden Johnson, as always, out in center field for the Nationals. He'll be the leadoff hitter for FNBO. Jack Polk will be pitching. He is the second baseman with Landon Greeno Jack Polk will be on the mound today. He'll be batting in the 2-hole, Landon Greeno at first base. He's the 3-hole hitter with Easton Jones, the third baseman, on over in the 4-hole. Dean McIntyre will be catching with Logan Hayes at shortstop. Blaze Zeiler in left field, the 7-hole hitter. Ty Hanneborger, the second baseman. He'll be in the 8-hole with, of course, on over in right field, the 9-hole hitter, Tyler Townsend. As here it's time for the national anthem. And with that, we are going to step aside and we're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, we will have, of course, our time to shine underneath the sun here for FNBO Baseball right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
With Sandhill State Bank's new upgraded cart management experience, you can now control your carts anytime, anywhere. The new features and added control allow you to prevent fraud like never before. Get increased transaction details, turn your cart on and off whenever you'd like, and report your card lost in an instant, all from our mobile app. More insights, more control, and more security for your banking experience. Bank local and go far with digital banking solutions that go wherever you go. Visit sandhillstate.com to learn more. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
See me, Matthew Musselman, on how I can help your auto, home, and life needs.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Ask me, Matthew Musselman, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Where do you go for wings?
Dave's Place.
Where do you go for pizza?
Dave's Place.
What about cold drinks, a family atmosphere, and nightly specials?
Dave's Place.
Sounds like a sweep for Dave's Place. Pizza made from fresh dough, drink deals, and yes, the best pizza and wings.
It's Dave's Place.
Dave's Place on East 4th Street or at davesplacenp.com.
Order it, carry out, DoorDash. Dave's Place. Whoop, whoop.
Welcome back here to Bill Wood Field. It's time for some FNBO Nationals. Nationals taking on Misko Sports Kearney, who currently sit 12-8 on the season compared to the 16-15 of the FNBO Nationals. On the mound, Jack Polk, the lone senior on the roster here for senior night, career pitching ERA of just 2.01. I believe this season pitching just under a 2 ERA as well. He'll be facing off here against his compatriot on the other side, Derek Nonhoff, who will be pitching for Misko Sports Kearney. Again, I had some information, don't know how much we'll be seeing at Jack Polk tonight. The current plan that I heard from Coach Ricky Holm is that Polk, he's looking to be able to play again this weekend in the Cheyenne tournament. So we might not be seeing a whole bunch of Jack Polk. Probably see a pitcher by committee approach maybe today against this Kearney squad. We will see as, of course, time goes on. The first batter that Jack Polk will be seeing today, Caleb Larson for the Misko Sports Kearney squad. Batting leadoff here with Rhett Mundorf on deck, and then Jacob Hansen in the hole for Kearney. Has finally got warm-up pitches out the way, and it bounces right past both the infielders. And let's play some baseball here as again Larson up to bat for the first time here today. Nationals currently on a 2-game winning streak compared to this Kearney squad who's currently on a 4-game winning streak. So both teams have some stake in today's game, not only because it is a league match between these two, but also both teams looking to continue their winning ways. As that one is slowly grounded back on the first pitch from Jack Polk to Caleb Larson for a ground out for out number one. As we was joking about there from one TJ Haggard. Yes, yesterday's game was canceled between the Nationals and Holdridge due to extreme heat, so technically the Nationals could be on a 3-game winning streak if you're playing the semantics game. So up to bat now, Rhett Mundorf for Misko Sports. He'll see his first pitch in from Jack Polk there in the zone, strike number 1. Again, yesterday's game was canceled due to the heat advisory in Holdridge. As Polk now gets a sign from Dean McIntyre for his 0-1. Beautiful fastball that's in for strike number 2. It's 0-2 the count now to Mundorf. Once again, Polk looking absolutely on the money with his pitches so far. Early on to the two batters. Off speed, slowly grounded back to Jack Polk. Easy glove. The throw to first is in time. Quick 2 up, 2 down for this Misko Sports offense. All back to pitcher Jack Polk, and now that brings up the 3-hole hitter Jacob Hansen as he now looks to spark the offense here in this top of the first inning against Jack Polk. Polk only has thrown 4 pitches so far, all for strikes, and just as I say that, there's one below the zone for ball number 1. I know, everyone's giving me a look up here. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm just getting back into the swing of things, you know. Now on a 2-week vacation, technically, with Nebraska Land Days. As here comes the 1-0 from Jack Polk. That one grounded on over to Ty Hanneborg at second. The one glove, the throw over to first, and that is a quick 1-2-3 top of the first inning for Jack Polk. And just like that, we're going to the bottom of the first inning. Nationals leading and tied essentially 0-0. When we come back here to Bill Woodfield, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live stream at NorthPlattePost.com.
With Sandhill State Bank's new upgraded cart management experience, you can now control your carts anytime, anywhere. The new features and added control allow you to prevent fraud like never before. Get increased transaction details, turn your cart on and off whenever you like, and report your card lost in an instant, all from our mobile app. More insights, more control, and more security for your banking experience. Bank local and go far with digital banking solutions that go wherever you go. Visit sandhillstate.com to learn more. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
See me, Matthew Musselman, on how I can help your auto, home, and life needs.
Welcome back here, Bill Woodfield. Nationals all tied up with Misko Sports Kearney 0-0 here in this bottom of the first inning. In our half-inning breaks, as always, brought to you in part by Kevin McGann in the Fortify Group. Check out his location on the one-ways, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. As it's Derek Nonhoff who will be up here to pitch for the side of Misko Sports Kearney. His first opponent that he'll be seeing today, Caden Johnson, batting leadoff once again for this national squad. As we talked about jokingly during the break, which you all couldn't hear, we were just talking about again, don't know how long Jack Polk will be going today with that tournament in Cheyenne over the weekend, but he couldn't have asked for a more efficient start to this game. 6 pitches, 3 outs. And what a great start for Jack Polk. Let's see what this Nationals offense can do against Nonhoff to rough him up, as that first pitch from Derek Nonhoff off speed is outside for ball number 1. Following that pitch, it'll be Caden Johnson again, who's batting right now. Jack Polk on deck with Landon Greeno in the hole as Joni turns on one and fouls it off for strike number 1. It's 1-1 the count now. On a very, very, very sunny, hot, 93-degree day, just barely any wind blowing in the outfield. The 1-1, ooh, that one way down low, almost in the dirt there. Ball number 2, it's 2-1 the count now to Caden Johnson, the center fielder for the Nationals. As Nonhoff now delivers. Another off-speed that's slow and low. Ball number 3, it's 3-1 the count now here on Larry Coleman and senior night. As now that payoff 3-1 pitch from Nonhoff. Another one that's below the knees. So first batter that Derek Nonhoff sees here today is somebody he is walking on over to first base on 5 pitches. And now here comes the senior night recipients. Jack Polk, also the Leadership Award winner this year for the Nationals. Okay, everybody. As he's got Caden Johnson at first, and now the question becomes, how much is Coach Ricky Holm going to want to test Cole Throckmorton's arm, as Johnson's going to scamper back to first with a pickoff attempt from Nonhoff. Again, that's been the sore spot for this matchup, has been Cole Throckmorton has just been unstoppable behind home plate in terms of limiting the Nationals' steal attempts, as that first pitch from Derek Nonhoff in there, strike number 1 to Jack Polk. I know that deep down it hurts Coach Holm to not be able to be as aggressive on the base pads here against this Kearney squad, but it's super tough when you have a catcher like Cole Throckmorton, as it guns it over to first. Throckmorton does, and Johnson gets back in time. But when you have a caliber of catcher like Cole Throckmorton, it's super, super tough for the Nationals to really get anything going, especially also when there's against a left-handed pitcher, as another pickoff attempt gets Caden Johnson back. Because again, Nonhoff staring directly into the soul of Caden Johnson at first base. Following Jack Polk's at bat, Landon Greeno, who's on deck, and then Easton Jones for the Nationals. Nobody out, 1 runner on at first here in this bottom of the first inning. It was a 1-1. That one turned on, going to center field. It's going to the gap, to the wall almost, and it's going to bounce just short of the warning track. Caden Johnson's going to be holding on up at third. That is a double from Jack Polk, and just like that, 2 runners get on base for the Nationals. On over at third as well as second base. Nobody out in this bottom of the first inning. First hit today for the Nationals. They're off to a hot start. And now Landon Greeno comes up to bat. He's got those 2 runners in scoring position. Jack Polk at second. Caden Johnson on over at third base. Third baseman Rhett Mundorf on the grass. As the first pitch into Greeno. That's at the knees and will find its way in for strike number 1. 0-1 the count now with nobody out, 2 on. Nonhoff up to 9 pitches. Still nobody out in this ball game, and this is going to be bottom of the first. The 0-1. Off-speed drill down the right field line, but will just barely be pulled foul. I mean, oh man, if he was able to just eke that into fair territory, that would most certainly score both runs. Now with that, it's a 0-2 count to the first baseman, Greeno, who has a chance to bring the runners home and give this Nationals an early 2-0 lead. Currently tied 0-0 in this bottom of the first inning. Derek Nonhoff gets the sign and delivers. Another off-speed that's outside there. Ball number 1, 1-2 the count now. Very slow and lethargical off-speed pitches from Derek Nonhoff today. As he'll glance on over at third base to Caden Johnson, and here comes the 1-2. Another off-speed, that one lofted into center field. It's not going to get down, and there's 1 out, as that's gloved on up by Keegan Brand for out number 1. And now with that, there's 1 down in this inning for Easton Jones, as unfortunately it was hitting to shallow center, not giving the base runners any chance to tag up. And now with 1 out, here comes the third baseman, Easton Jones, up to take some swings and see what he can do against Derek Nonhoff. Another glance at third base from Nonhoff, and here comes his first pitch. Swung on, smashed up into the air. It's going out into center once again. Keegan Brand is going to have that hit off of the wall. Both runs will score a big double from Easton Jones, and that is a 2-run double. With some wind, that might have been out of the park, but that is a huge double for the third baseman, and just like that, 2 runs come across. The Nationals now lead 2-0 on 2 hits. And now here comes Dean McIntyre up to bat. Nationals off to a hot start here under this heat. 2 runs on 2 hits. Still only 1 out in this inning, and a runner in scoring position, Easton Jones at second. As Nonhoff will stare down the barrel and deliver to Dean McIntyre, who swings and misses for strike number 1. 0-1 count now to Dean McIntyre, the catcher. Up next, Logan Hayes, and then Blaze Zeiler for FNBO. Nonhoff likes the sign from Throckmorton. Here comes his 0-1 pitch. Off speed, way upstairs, swung on and missed by McIntyre. Strike number 2. It's 0-2 the count now to Dean McIntyre, the catcher. As Nonhoff looks for the second out of this inning, glances at second, and here comes the 0-2. Ooh, just a smidge outside. Good patience from Dean McIntyre. It's 1-2 the count now. 1-2 with 1 out. Runner in scoring position, Easton Jones at second base. Nonhoff glances again at second. Here comes his windup. Skied up, cutting towards foul territory underneath it. Bryce Anderson, it will fall down for a foul ball, and now we'll still stay at 1-2. Again, 2 up next, Logan Hayes, the shortstop in today's game, and then Blaze Zeiler for the Nationals. So 1-2, 1 out. Nationals lead 2-0, 2 runs, 2 hits in this inning already. Another runner in scoring position, Easton Jones at second base. McIntyre still up to bat. Derek Nonhoff, another glance. He'll try to pick off Easton Jones, but Jones gets back in time. So we're still at 1-2. This is the perfect start the Nationals were dreaming of in this bottom of the first. Pouncing on Kearney early. Here comes the 1-2. Popped up. That one drifting on over to Caleb Larson, but it's going to be called off and gloved up by Jace Blattner for out number 2 in short right field. And with that second out, now here comes Logan Hayes, somebody who's been performing really well here at this level. When called upon on the senior squad, he at one point was hitting above 600. Kind of has come back down a little bit since then. Of course, you remember, started off this season with a big double and a single against Ogallala in the opening game. Now, taking swings against Derek Nonhoff, with yet again a runner in scoring position, Easton Jones at second base. Blaze Zeiler on deck with Ty Hanneborg in the hole. Nonhoff, another big glance at second. Now, sets and delivers. Below the knees. Oh, I'm going to say it's actually there in the zone. Strike number 1. It's 0-1 the count now. As Nonhoff, who's now on his 19th pitch, gets ready for 20. Oh boy, that one gets away from Cole Throckmorton on a off-speed in the dirt. There's ball number 1, and with that, Easton Jones will make his way on over to third following the passed up ball, and just like that, a 1-1 count, and the runner just 90 feet away at third base. Jones could potentially be the third run coming across here if Logan Hayes can get one in the outfield. Next pitch, off-speed curve in there for strike number 2. 1-2 the count now to the freshman Logan Hayes. Well, now actually sophomore, as his freshman season at North Platte High School gets completed up. 1-2. Here comes the pitch. That one pulling away outside the zone for ball number 2 on an off speed. 2-2 the count. Andrew Brocious at first base coaching, as well as Coach Ricky Holm at third. 2-2 2 down in this bottom of the first inning. The pitch turns on one. It's going to left, but it'll be pulled foul. Oh, it stayed actually fair. He couldn't see it. I couldn't see it. Charlie Loof couldn't see it. Nobody could see it. And just like that, a stand-up double for Logan Hayes. He got lost in the sun. And with that, an RBI double for the freshman. I lost it myself, but another very, very strong hit from Logan Hayes. And that scores a run. It's 3-0. Left fielder Charlie Loof couldn't see it. And because of that, it gets all the way to the fence, and it's a double for Hayes. And that brings up Blaze Seiler to bat with 2 down. An early 3-0 lead for the Nationals. As that pitch pulling away from the zone for ball number 1. Again, thank you to our sponsors here for today's game. Dave's Place, Pizza and Wings. You can find out more, 1610 East 4th Street. For all your food options, daily specials, wings, and more. Here comes the 1-0. That one sneaking in on the near side part of the zone. Strike number 1. It's 1-1 now. Hayes at second. Zeiler with an opportunity to continue this inning and maybe even score another runner. 1-1 now. As here comes the pitch. Off speed once again on that inside part of the zone, but this time not connecting. It's 2-1 the count now at 2 down. On deck, Ty Hannibord with Tyler Townsend in the hole. Nationals leading 3-0 in this bottom of the first. Pitch turned on, but slicing towards the parking lot foul. And almost hits that Chevy Impala. There's strike number 2 to Blaze Zeiler. 2-2 the count now. Wouldn't be shocked, maybe a surprise bunt from Zeiler here. Seen it a couple times this season. With that speed, wouldn't put it past him. 2-2 with 2 down. Nonhoff delivers. Turned on again, this time cutting right again to the parking lot. And it's foul. So still a 2-2 count to Blaze Zeiler. Really starting to put the pressure on Derek Nonhoff, who's almost at 30 pitches here in this bottom of the first inning. Here comes, yet again, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Zeiler, and that's how this inning will come to an end, but not before 3 runs came across on 3 hits. No errors for the Kearney defense. A 3-0 lead for the FNBO Nationals when we come back here to Bill Wood Field on senior night, as well as Larry Coleman night, right here at FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
Yeehaw! Welcome to the Rodeo of Savings at Bill Summers Ford Lincoln Honda Nissan of North Platte. Saddle up and drive. Whether you're hankering for a brand new Ford truck, smooth riding Lincoln, trusty Honda, or dependable Nissan, come see the best selection in the West. As a local family-driven dealership, Bill Summers offers top-notch customer service, a wide range of new and used vehicles, and unbeatable deals. There's something for every cowboy and cowgirl out there. Don't miss out on the Rodeo of Savings. Head on into Bill Summers.
Free PC and Mac checkups at CT Computer Services in North Platte? That's right. Let CT Computer Services diagnose your systems to ensure your hardware integrity, security, and overall PC Mac health are running as they should. For a free PC Mac checkup, stop in at 905 South Willow in North Platte or call 308-534-3628. CT Computer Services, your IT guys since 2005.
Well, back here, Bill Wood Field. Nationals with an early 3-0 lead. 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors for the Nationals squad. Kearney, no runs, no hits, no errors here today. Again, thank you to our sponsors here for today's game. Kevin McGann of the Fortify Group. Check out Kevin McGann of the Fortify Group on the one-ways, 621 South Dewey, Sweet Pea. As well as our other sponsors here for today's game. Sandhills State Bank. Most committed brand banking with locations in North Platte, Ogallala, Grant, and many more. Head to sandhillstate.com for a full list of services and locations. You know, we talked about how efficient Jack Polk might be today, and so far that efficiency game already off to a hot start. Derek Nonhoff, 29 total pitches in his first appearance in the first inning, compared to only the 6 from Jack Polk. That one just a bit outside for Ball number 1 to Bryce Anderson, the first baseman. Anderson following up, Keegan Brand on deck, and then Jace Blattner in the hole. Another fastball. That one, again, just a bit outside there. 2-0 the count now. So, I don't know how much we'll see sing of Jack Polk today. The 2-0, check swing, that one's there. Just below the letters, strike number 1. It's 2-1 the count now to Bryce Anderson. 3-0 lead for this National squad. Next pitch, off speed, turned on and fouled to the netting. Strike number 2. It's 2-2 the count now. Good changeup pitch in terms of the speed from Jack Polk. Threw 3 fastballs, and came back with an off-speed curve. It's 2-2 now. An off-speed. Oh! Just a spit outside there. Ball 3. 3-2 the count now to Anderson. I mean, that one fractionally outside. It's a full count. Jack Polk looking to find the first out of this inning. Delivers to Anderson. Swing and a miss on the fastball. He turned the dial up to max. Struck out Anderson. First out of this inning. First strikeout today for Jack Polk. And now up to bat comes Keegan Brand for this Misko Sports squad. Trailing 3-0 in this top of the second inning. As Polk will get his sign from Dean McIntyre and wind it on up. That one grounded out of the reach there of Landon Greeno. The throw to first will not be in time as Ty Handelborg was able to reach up and get it as the last line of defense, but couldn't get it to first in time. There's the first hit today for this Misko Sports Kearney squad, and they now have a runner at first base, being Jace Blattner. Correction, Keegan Brand. Jace Blattner is the one who's up to bat now for this Kearney squad. They do have a runner at first, as Polk will take his glance at first and get ready to rock and roll into Blattner. He'll pick off. Keegan Brand tried to, and Brand gets back in time there. So Blattner still looking for the first pitch into him. Next up, Cole Throckmorton with Tyson Cabela in the hole for Kearney. That first pitch at the knees and low, but just sneaking in for strike number 1. It's 0-1 the count now. Here on Larry Coleman night, as well as senior night, Jack Polk on the mound, the lone senior on this roster. 0-1 count into Blattner. He delivers. Ooh, that one in the dirt on a fastball, but good save from Dean McIntyre to not let it skirt past and advance the runner at first. 1-1 the count with a 1 out here in this top of the second inning. Nationals lead 3-0. Polk, another long glance at first, gets ready to fire into Blattner. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That one just above the letters, but pulled outside. There's ball 2. It's 2-1 the count now to Blattner. 1 out. Top of the second, 3-0 lead for the Nationals. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors from their offensive side. 2-1, swung on back to Landon Greeno. He steps on first, throw to second in time, and there's the double play, and that's how this inning will come to an end. The Nationals defense on top of their game here to start it. We're now going to the bottom of the second. 3-0 lead when we come back. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
North Platte Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
Welcome back here to Bill Wood Field. The Nationals leading 3-0 here over Misko Sports Kearney here on FM 98.1 AM 1410. And of course, as always, video live streaming NorthPlattePost.com. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors for the Nationals. No runs on 1 hit, no errors for this Kearney squad. Again, thank you to our sponsors here for today's game. Kevin McGann of the Fortified Group. Check out Kevin McGann, the Fortified Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. As well as our other sponsors here for today's game. CT Computer Services, your IT guy since 2005. Ty Hanneborg is now up to bat for the Nationals here. Currently leading 3-0. It goes Hanneborg, then the 9-hole hitter Tyler Townsend. And back to the top of the order with Caden Johnson. So still on the mound, Derek Nonhoff. He's up to 29 pitches through that first inning of work. Now against Ty Hanneborg, can the Nationals continue shredding Nonhoff early on in this ballgame? First pitch, swung on, it's popped up to the heavens, going on underneath it, Larson, but coming on to the right fielder, Jace Blattner, and gloving it for out number 1. First pitch, first swing, but then there's out number 1 as Jace Blattner had to fly in from right field to glove it. Now here comes Tyler Townsend up to bat, batting in the 9-hole for this National squad. Looking to find hit number 4 today. Will line up against Nonhoff for the first time. He'll see a pitch at the knees, but low. Ball number 1. That's 1-0 the count now to Tyler Townsend. That one just barely ticking out. As Townsend looked to play the bunt game, but will pull back for ball 2 as Rhett Mundorf flew in from third base, maybe to grab it if Townsend laid it down. 2-0 with 1 out now. Rhett Mundorf on the grass at third base as Nonhoff delivers. That one's in there. Strike number 1 and a good bounce back pitch for Derek Nonhoff. 2-1 with 1 out. 9-hole hitter Nationals already making their way back to the top of the order after Townsend. The pitch swung on, out of the glove of Nonhoff, gets into center field, and there is a 1-out single for Tyler Townsend. And now with a runner on, here comes Caden Johnson. He walked in his first plate appearance against Derek Nonhoff. 4th hit today for the Nationals, and we're only here in this bottom of the 2nd inning. As we batting off against Nonhoff for the 2nd time today. First pitch is low, almost hitting Johnson's feet for ball number 1. Townsend on over at first base for the Nationals. Jack Polk on deck with Landon Greeno in the hole. 1-0, 1 out, bottom of the 2nd inning. Here comes Nonhoff's next pitch. He fires it in. That fastball in there. Strike number 1. 1-1 the count now to Johnson. Again, Townsend not looking like we'll be seeing a steal here unless Caden Johnson looks to apply a bunt. Mundorf in position just in case on the grass. There goes Tyler Townsend. Uh-oh, that one skied up into right field. Running back is Tyler Townsend, gloved by Blattner. Oh, he drops it. Oh, no, and now there's going to be an easy out at second, though. Nothing you can do there. Townsend not looking at the right fielder, so they're still out number 2 as Jace Blattner drops the baseball out in right field. And during warm-ups, I did see him make a couple a couple errors gloving it in right field, but unfortunately, after dropping the baseball, it was an easy out anyway because Tyler Townsend ran all the way back to first thinking that Blattner was going to glove it. And there is an easy out, but now an error assessed to Blattner. First error today for Kearney, and now there's 2 down here in this inning to Jack Polk. Kane Johnson at first base, an 0-1 count already into Polk as he calls time to reevaluate. little bit of some base running mishaps as Tyler Townsend not looking on over at right field. And now with that, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second, as Nonhoff with his 0-1 will deliver. That one low in the dirt, ball 1 to Jack Polk. He doubled in his first plate appearance, the gap in right center field. 1-1 now, 2 outs. Bottom of the second inning, a 3-0 lead for the Nationals. Jack Polk on over at first base. There goes Polk. He thought about it, rocketed on over. Oh, out of the glove of Rhett Mundorf as it bounces away from him. And another runner gets on the base pads, and the second error this inning for Kearney, as Rhett Mundorf can't hold it down at third base. And now there's 2 runners on for Landon Greeno to come up to bat. Polk at first, Johnson at second, and now Greeno, who flew out to Keegan Brand in his first plate appearance, with a beautiful opportunity to maybe bring some more runs home. 4 hits so far today for the National squad. He gets one into center field. They're waving. Here comes Caden Johnson. He's turning the wheels, and he makes it home. 5th hit today. 4th run for the Nationals, and we're only here in the bottom of the second inning. And just like that, a single for Landon Greeno up into center field gets another runner home. 4-0 for this Nationals squad. 4 runs on 5 hits. No errors compared to the no runs on 1 hit. Now 2 errors this inning for Misko Sports Kearney. And here comes Easton Jones. He batted one off the wall in his first plate appearance an inning ago against Nonhoff. He now drills that one out. It's going into right field. It's going back to the wall yet again. 1 run scores. They're waving Landon Greeno home. Here comes the big man. He's still turning. That's a stand-up triple for Easton Jones. We are watching potentially cycle watch for Jones. Hits a triple, a 2-run triple for Easton Jones. It is 6-0 here in this bottom of the second inning. Oh my heavens. I cannot believe what we are seeing here after Nonhoff shut down the Nationals in the first game between these two teams. Now it's the Nationals lighting him up. 6 runs on 6 hits. No errors. 2 outs here in this bottom of the second inning. Easton Jones in scoring position as Dean McIntyre comes up to plate. He flew out to Caleb Larson in his first plate appearance. He'll foul that into the parking lot for strike number 1. But also, big reason why the 3 runs have come across. 2 of those runs can be attributed to the 2 errors that came in this inning from this Kearney defense. 0-1 now, count into the catcher McIntyre. The pitch, that one's low, almost in the dirt there for ball number 1. 1-1 the count now. 6 runs on 6 hits. With still 2 outs here in this bottom of the second inning. The pitch. Ooh, that one going to be a little light bouncer on over to Rhett Mundorf at third. He gloves it. The throw to first will be in time, and that's how this inning will come to an end, but not before 3 runs came across for this Nationals squad on those 3 hits. And with that, we're now going to the top of the third inning. Nationals leading 6-0. We come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410. Video live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
Are you ready to embark on an exciting new career? Larry's Glass has been a trusted name in custom glass design for over 40 years, and they are seeking a skilled glazier to join their team. If you have a passion for precision and craftsmanship, this is the perfect opportunity for you. Install glass in commercial, residential, and auto settings. Get paid while you train for a new career. Stop into Larry's Glass at 211 West 5th Street, North Platte, and discuss how you can be part of their team and build a fulfilling career.
With summer just around the corner, Mid-Plains Community College can help you get a jump start on your college degree. Our summer courses may allow you an opportunity to transfer credits back to your institution, saving you money while helping you earn your degree faster. Visit our website at mpcc.edu to learn more about our summer offerings and begin transforming your future today. That's mpcc.edu.
Welcome back here. Bill Woodfield, I'm just giggling right now because I'm just hearing all the stats coming through on today's game already as it's 6-0 lead for the FNBO Nationals here in this top of the third inning. 6 runs on 6 hits, no errors for the Nationals. No runs, 1 hit, 2 errors for Misko Sports Kearney. How about Easton Jones already got, oh yeah, look at that, I'll be dang. Huh, look at that. Easton Jones already has 4 RBIs today, a double and a triple, so I hate to break it to you, he's on cycle watch right now, getting some of the hardest metrics out the way. That triple, of course, like a home run, is one of the toughest of the bunch to complete the cycle. He's got that covered. But before we get into the next batter here, it's a big shout-out to our sponsors here for today's game, Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. Check out Kevin McGann, the Fortify Group on the one-way, 621 South Dewey, Sweet Beat. As well as our other sponsors here for today's game, Premier Toyota. Premier Toyota just south of I-80 in North Platte invites you. Stop out, take a test drive here today of all their new and used Toyotas. As first pitch into Cole Throckmorton is launched on into center field. That might be a double for the catcher, Cole Throckmorton. Great throw from Caden Johnson, but that's a sliding double for the catcher, Cole Throckmorton, to lead off this top of the third inning. As now Tyson Cabela checks in for Kearney. They got a runner in scoring position, Cole Throckmorton at second base. Polk, 18 total pitches, 12 strikes, 6 balls. As he's now facing the 8-hole hitter, Tyson Cabela. Charlie Loof on deck. The 9-hole spot, then back to the top of the order, Caleb Larson as that fastball down low. Ball number 1 to Cabela. Again, that's now the second hit today for this Kearney squad. Nationals already up to 6 and have gotten 6 runs off of those hits. 1-0 count as Jack Polk glances at second. Another time and will now deliver. That's in there for strike number 1. 1-1 the count now. Nobody out here in this top of the third inning. Still a 6-0 game for the Nationals. They are cruising for a bruising right now in this ball game. The 1-1 now from Jack Polk. That one lofted on up. That's going on into the gap in right field. That's going to score 1 run as gloving it up and throwing it on over to second. Another stand-up double for Tyson Cabela, and that will score a run. An RBI double there for Tyson Cabela. Third hit today. First run to come across for Kearney. It's now 6-1. The lead for the FNBO Nationals as that one gets on over to Tyler Townsend's spot. On over in right field. So still 6-1 lead as it's Caleb Larson now up to bat. Again, a runner in scoring position at second as Larson looks to apply the bunt. He does so successfully, but the throw to first will be in time for out number 1, and the runner advances on over to third. So sacrifice bunt from the side of Caleb Larson. And now up to bat comes, Charlie Loof was the one laying the bunt down. Now it's Caleb Larson up to bat. So now with Larson up, a runner in scoring position at third base being Cabela. Jack Polk's got some work to do. So now allow another run to come across. That one, though, at the knees, finds the strike zone for strike number 1. Larson grounded out to Polk in his first at-bat in the top of the first inning. Now coming to this inning with a 5-run deficit. Oh, my good heavens, that curve not in there. 1-1. Everyone's, don't give me that look there, you. 1-1 with 1 out to Larson. Cabela on over at third. That one rocketed foul down the third base side for strike number 2, and the sun really playing some wonder or some struggles for anybody that's staring into it. Third short as well as the outfield. But the 1-2 from Polk. Swing and a miss. My heavens, what a fastball. I don't even intend to say that anymore. I know everyone's giving me the look over there. I don't mean to say it, but you just got to see that fastball. It's jaw-dropping with the velocity he got it to. Swing and a miss for Larson. There's out number 2. And the second strikeout today for Jack Polk, still a runner in scoring position at third. Ooh, tight inside to Mundorf, almost hitting him for ball number 1. 1-0 the count now with 2 down here in this top of the third inning. Cabela at third base. The pitch. That one high once again. Ball 2 to Rhett Mundorf. On deck, Jacob Hansen, then Bryce Anderson in the hole for this Misko Sports Kearney squad. 6-1 lead for the Nationals as Jack Polk's 2-2. Popped up, but that'll be pulled behind me. Don't hear it bounce off my car, so I'm all good. It's 2-1 the count now to Rhett Mundorf, the third baseman. 6 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Nationals. 1 run on 3 hits, 2 errors for Misko Sports Kearney. Got their 1 run in this inning alone. The pitch. Oh, in there, strike number 2. See, the umpire got ahead of himself. Everybody getting a giggle as there's 2 down. I mean, I got excited for a second there, too, because he got excited. So, 2-2 the count now. A beautiful curveball, though, from Jack Polk. So, with 2 down and 2 out, that one looped up on over to Easton Jones, and it's glove route number 3. So home plate umpire can't even get his signal in. Doesn't matter, though. 1 run did come across for the Kearney squad, but they still trail by 5, 6-1. We come back here to Bill Wood Field, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Where do you go for wings?
Dave's Place.
Where do you go for pizza?
Dave's Place.
What about cold drinks, a family atmosphere, and nightly specials?
Dave's Place.
Sounds like a sweep for Dave's Place. Pizza made from fresh dough, drink deals, and yes, the best pizza and wings.
It's Dave's Place.
Dave's Place on East 4th Street or at davesplacenp.com.
Order it, carry out, DoorDash. Dave's Place. Whoop, whoop.
Yeehaw! Welcome to the Rodeo of Savings at Bill Summers Ford Lincoln Honda Nissan of North Platte. Saddle up and drive. Whether you're hankering for a brand new Ford truck, smooth riding Lincoln, trusty Honda, or dependable Nissan, come see the best selection in the West. As a local family-driven dealership, Bill Summers offers top-notch customer service, a wide range of new and used vehicles, and unbeatable deals. There's something for every cowboy and cowgirl out there. Don't miss out on the Rodeo of Savings. Head on into Bill Summers.
Welcome back here to Bill Wood Field. Nationals at the moment leading 6-1 over Misko Sports Kearney. 6 runs on 6 hits, no errors for the Nationals. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors for the side of Misko Sports Kearney. Again, our half-inning break is brought to you in part by Kevin McGann of the Fortify Group. Check out Kevin McGann of the Fortify Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Alongside our other sponsors here for today's game, CT Computer Services, your IT guy since 2005. We might be seeing some pitching action here soon for Misko Sports Kearney. Is that one, below the knees, but called for strike number 1. It's 1-1 the count now. Nonhoff, 47 pitches so far, but has given up 6 total runs here against the Nationals. The 1-1. That one slowly grounded, foul down the third base side. Almost backhanded there by Coach Ricky Holm, but foul for strike 2. It's 1-2 the count now. I believe warming up in the bullpen is Keegan Brand for this Misko squad, I think. The pitch, 1-2. Off speed, way upstairs, ball 2. Actually, correction, that is Jacob Hansen warming up now to the bullpen for Misko Sports Kearney. 2-2 to lead off batter, Logan Hayes. Another one that's turned on. It's going to center field, but Keegan Brand gets under it and gloves it for out number 1. One thing I love about Logan Hayes is my man knows how to put some pop into his swing. I don't think I've really seen any hits so far this season not result in extra bases for Logan Hayes. As there's out number 1 in this bottom of the third. It's Blaze Zeiler's turn to shine. He struck out swinging in his first plate appearance against Derek Nonhoff. That off-speed curve in there. Strike number 1. 0-1 the count. Again, on over Jacob Hansen warming up in the bullpen for Misko Sports Kearney. Again, they trail 6-1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That one, gonna sneak in yet again, just barely on the inside part of the zone. Strike number 2. It's 0-2 the count now. A little bit of luck on the side of the Kearney squad. So now the 0-2 pitch to Zeiler. Turned on, that one going to left field. It falls just right in front of Charlie Loof, who yet again couldn't see it for a half second. But there's the 7th hit today for this National squad. Now it's Ty Hanneborg who comes up to bat. He popped out to Jace Blattner in shallow right field in his last plate appearance. Seems to be a storyline going forward is going to be how well can the left fielders see the baseball. So far, Charlie Loof has lost it in the times it's gone his way. That one so close. Blaze Zeiler almost got picked off. See, now out comes meeting with the Kearney coach. As Coach Redmond comes on out to have a talk with the infield umpire. I thought Blaze Zeiler was just a couple of centimeters away from getting tagged out. He double-guessed himself, Blaze Zeiler did, on if he should go or if he should try to steal. Went back to first. He made it safely in time, according to the infield umpire. Redmond's still getting his money worth, and now we'll head on back home to the dugout. So Zeiler is still safe at first base. Now we're looking for the first pitch into Ty Hanneborg. I mean, that was so close to being a disaster for the Nationals base running. As now here comes the pitch into Hanneborg from Nonhoff. Oh, outside, almost pulling Cole Throckmorton off from his catching position. It's 1-0 the count now. 1 out here in this bottom of the 3rd inning. 6-1 ball game. Zeiler on over at first. Nonhoff, 2 glances, a third, delivers. That off speed in there. Strike number 1. On deck, Tyler Townsend with Caden Johnson in the hole for the Nationals. 1-1, 1 out. Blaze Zeiler on over at first for FNBO. The pitch. That one looped on into right field for a single from Ty Hanneborg. And just like that, another runner gets on board. The 8th hit today for this Nationals offense. I think what's more impressive is even though they have 8 hits, they've really converted on a lot of those hits into runs. Up 6-1 is now it's Tyler Townsend. He singled into center field in his last plate appearance. As Jacob Hansen now done warming up in the bullpen for Kearney. Now defensive adjustments from Rhett Mundorf as he gives it to Nonhoff. Townsend, again, single straightaway center. He could score some runs here with a runner at second, being Blaze Zeiler. The pitch, as Townsend pulls back the bunt, but it's in there, strike number 1. With 1 out, don't blame the Nationals and Coach Ricky Holm of trying to attempt a bunt. They've been pretty successful this season with their bunt attempts. Bryce Anderson at first, fully on the grass. Mundorf just a little bit away from it. As Townsend steps back in the batter's box. 0-1 the count now to him. As he delivers, Nonhoff does. It pulls away from the zone. And Cole Throckmorton, it's 1-1 the count now. 1 out here in this bottom of the 3rd inning. A 6-1 lead for the Nationals. 6 runs on 8 hits, no errors. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors for Misko Sports Kearney. Nonhoff now with his 1-1 will glance at second again. Townsend showing bunt. He pulls back the double steal attempt. A beautiful throw, but not in time as that's a successful double steal from the Nationals. Able to take advantage of Cole Throckmorton this time around. It's a 1-2 count now to Tyler Townsend, but runners are now in scoring position, second and third base. With 1 out, wouldn't be shocked if we see one and two with 1 out now. Runners in scoring position, second and third base. Townsend probably will go swinging here to maybe drive some more runs across. He singled up the middle in his first appearance against Nonhoff. He'll glance at third, Derek Nonhoff does, and now deliver. Off speed is missed by Townsend. And there is the first strikeout today for Derek Nonhoff, and now Caden Johnson comes up to bat. He walked in his first plate appearance, then reached on a fielder's choice in his second, and now out again comes Coach Redmond to have a talk with Nonhoff. Again, Jacob Hansen was warming up in the bullpen for Misko Sports Kearney. We might be seeing a new pitcher, and we are going to be seeing a new pitcher here as Jacob Hansen will be taking over as Nonhoff finishes his day up. 60 total pitches, 40 strikes, and 20 balls. Now is in a precarious situation. Jacob Hansen really didn't have much warm-up action as he started midway through this inning. Now he'll be facing off against Caden Johnson, again, who one of the more dangerous batters for this national squad. 2 runners are on. Blaze Zeiler at third. Ty Hanneborg at second. An early 6-1 lead for the FNBO Nationals here in this bottom of the third inning. 6 runs on 8 hits. No errors. 1 run on 3 hits. 2 errors for Misko Sports Kearney. It's Jacob Hansen on the mound as he throws his warm-up pitches. Got a little bit more velocity to him, Hansen does. It's going to, though, be up to what can Caden Johnson do with, again, runners in scoring position. So far, the Nationals today have done a fantastic job of bringing home the runners that they've had aboard. 6 runs off of 8 hits. So not only have they been getting the hits on and getting people aboard, but they've been able to convert a lot of those runs, a lot of those runners on the base pads home. So Johnson, though, while looking for his first hit today, has a perfect opportunity to continue the scoring barrage for this Nationals team. So they lead 6-1, a 5-run lead, but could push it to 7 if Johnson can score both the runners. Though there are 2 outs in this inning, and a new pitcher, Jacob Hansen, now on the mound. Right-handed pitcher versus, of course, the right-handed hitter, Caden Johnson. Hanneborg makes his way back to second. Blaze Zeiler makes his way back on over to third base. 2 down, bottom of the third inning, as Tad Hanneborg causing me some trouble making his way back down from the press box. Hansen now will be seeing Caden Johnson here today for the first time. That one in the dirt on a fastball, almost got away from Cole Throckmorton. Good job from Throckmorton to keep it in his glove. It's 1-0 the count now. Hansen sets and delivers his 1-0. Drilled on into center field. It's going to get down for a base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes another. A single for Caden Johnson, clearing the bases. 9 hits today. It is now 8-1 in favor of the Nationals. What a start to this game it has been for this Nationals team. 8-1, 8 runs on 9 hits. No errors here. 1 run on 3 hits. 2 errors for the side of Misko Sports Kearney, and the Nationals can continue to pour on with Jack Polk up to bat. That fastball pulling Throckmorton away for ball number 1. 1-0 the count now to the pitcher, Jack Polk. As here comes Hansen's next pitch into Jack Polk, but pickoff attempt will get Caden Johnson back in time. Man, what a great game this has been. Of course, the Nationals barely let some of the games that they had in the College World Series tournament where they had leads slip away. So far, continuing to put the pressure on against this Misko Sports squad. A fastball from Hansen's in there for strike number 1. It's 1-1 the count now. Again, Nationals' 2-game winning streak didn't have a game yesterday, again, due to the extreme heat in Holdridge. That game canceled. Another pickoff attempt gets Caden Johnson back. Back-to-back pickoff attempts from Jacob Hansen. making sure Caden Johnson doesn't scamper on over to second. The 1-1 count now to Jack Polk. There it goes! What a great jump from Caden Johnson, and he gets into second plenty of time. I mean, it was a beautiful leap, and he successfully steals second, but it is a 1-2 count now to Jack Polk. With 2 down now, Johnson at second, Polk looking to drive him home to bring another run across. The 1-2 from Hansen. Off speed, skied up into the sky. Onwards with it comes Jace Blattner, and he gets there and gloves it for out number 3. 2 runs do come across for the Nationals in this inning. They extend their lead now 8-1 as we go to the top of the 4th. And we come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe and a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
Welcome back here, Billwood Field. Nationals now leading 8-1. 8 runs on 9 hits, no errors against this Misko Sports Kearney squad, who has gotten 1 run on 3 hits, 2 errors for them. Still on the mound for the Nationals, Jack Polk, kind of defying my expectations. I didn't think we'd be seeing this much of Jack Polk today, but again, if things go well, I believe his pitch range is close to 60, because that's the 1 to 2 day rest window for him. So if Coach wants to bring him back for the Cheyenne series as early as Saturday, I would assume he'd pull him before 60. But so far, he's been crushing it. 8-1 leads, only giving up 3 hits and 1 run. He'll now be facing off against new pitcher for Kearney, Jacob Hansen, who's now up to bat. He grounded out to Ty Hanneborg in his first plate appearance against Jack Polk. He'll see a fastball right down the center. Strike number 1. Thank you again to our sponsors here for today's game. Kevin McGann of the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann of the Fortifying Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Polk now with the 0-1. In there again, strike number 2. Also thank you to our sponsors here for today's game. Sandhills State Bank, most committed brand in banking. Locations in North Platte, Ogallala, Grant, and many more. 0-2 is the count from Jack Polk to Jacob Hansen. Here it comes. Skied up into the air. Caden Johnson calling him off and getting right underneath it. He drifts and he gloves it for out number 1. 1 down here in this top of the 4th inning for Kearney. I mean, knock on wood right now. Don't want to. That was a sight to see. Tad Hanneborg putting on the North Platte 80s mascot helmet, but Nationals 2 runs away from a run rule as that off-speed curve in there. Strike number 1 to Bryce Anderson. He struck out swinging in his first plate appearance against Jack Polk. Trailing 8-1. This Nationals lead. As here comes the 0-1 pitch. Smashed into the sky. Drifting on out into left field. And that one is going to get into the glove of Caden Johnson. Blaze Zeiler couldn't see it. Joni saw it all the way and tracks it down for out number 2. That is the defensive ace out in center field for the Nationals, showing his range and speed, gloving it down near the warning track. And there's 2 down in this top of the 4th inning with Keegan Brand. He was the first batter for this Kearney squad to collect a hit against Jack Polk. And with 2 down, see what he can do. That off speed at the knees and in. Strike number 1. So far in this inning, I don't think Jack Polk's thrown a single ball. He's been locked in. Here comes the 0-1. Popped up. That one drifting towards right field. Tyler Townsend getting underneath it. He gloves it. A 1-2-3. Top of the 4th inning. Jack Polk putting them up and putting them down right here as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Nationals leading 8-1 when we come back here. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Great Plains Health Orthopedics in North Platte is ready to serve you with board-certified orthopedic surgeons and a team of medical professionals who specialize in hip, knee, and shoulder joint replacements and revisions, minor to complex hand injuries, sports medicine for both the serious athlete and the weekend warrior, new and innovative operative and non-operative procedures, and work-related injuries. Same-week appointments are available. Call Great Plains Health Orthopedics today.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Ask me, Matthew Musselman, about Shelter Life Insurance coverage options.
Welcome back here, Billwood Field. It's hot outside, and I'm telling you, Jack Polk is heating up as well. As it's an 8-1 FNBO national lead over Misko Sports Kearney here today. 8 runs on 9 hits. No errors for the Nationals. 1 run on 3 hits, 2 errors. And Alex Hamke's doing the game, is the Kearney sports announcer doing the game with the Kaboom mask on. I mean, I've seen some things. I've never seen that one before, but again, 8-1 lead for the Nationals here, and they've really just been wheeling and dealing on the defensive side and slashing away on the offensive side, and so far, Kearney has had no answers to this North Platte offense as they lead 8-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Again, our half-inning break is brought to you in part by Kevin McGann of the Fortify Group. Check out Kevin McGann of the Fortify Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Landon Greeno is now up to bat. He singled into center field in his last plate appearance and then actually flew out to Keegan Brand in center field in his first appearance. Now facing new pitcher Jacob Hansen for the first time today as he rockets one foul down the first base side for strike number 1. So it's 0-1 the count now. Following Landon Greeno, Easton Jones, who's on cycle watch, and then Dean McIntyre, who's in the hole for the Nationals. Hansen gets the side from Throckmorton and fires. Off speed is in there. Around the letters for strike number 2. It's 0-2 the count now to the first baseman, Landon Greeno. 8-1 lead for the Nationals here. As Hansen likes what he sees and wheels and deals. Fastball low in the dirt, ball number 1. 1-2 the count now. Nationals so far today have scored in every single inning. Looking to continue that streak here in this bottom of the 4th. As here comes now the next pitch, but Hansen steps off and resets, and so does Landon Greeno. Here we go. 1-2 with nobody out. Hansen fires. Another one that's pulled outside on the fastball. It's 2-2 the count now. Again, Greeno 1-2. Both hit in towards center field, a single in his last plate appearance. 2-2 from Jacob Hansen on the way. Reached and flied on up. It's going towards center, and it falls in between Tyson Cabela and Keegan Brand for the 10th hit today. Unbelievable. 10 hits for the Nationals today against Misko Sports Kearney. And here comes probably the hottest man on the planet right now. That is Easton Jones. Doubled in his first plate appearance, tripled in his last. Now is on cycle watch here today. Got to get the hardest part done, though, the home run. Has Landon Greeno at first. That one is going to be slowly grounded on over to Mundorf. The throw to first is... Oh, in time. That one almost... Just almost was called safe. It was a bang-bang play at first base, but Jones gets called out. That did advance the runner. Landon Greeno on over to second base. And now it's Dean McIntyre. He's 0 for 2 today. He's up to bat with Greeno in scoring position at second. 8-1 lead. Hansen now will deliver. Fastball outside. Ball 1 to Dean McIntyre. It's now 1-0 the count. With one runner on. And one out. Bottom of the fourth inning. Hansen with the 1-0 now. Gets his sign from Throckmorton and will fire in. Turned on and into right field for a base hit. That's going to move Landon Greeno on over to third. That's the first hit today for Dean McIntyre. And just like that, runners are at the corners with only one out here in this bottom of the fourth inning. And Logan Hayes up to bat with Jackson Peters courtesy running for the Nationals at first. That's kind of scary if you're Cole Throckmorton, because Throckmorton, while has a good arm, Peters does have that type of speed, so I wouldn't doubt it if Coach Holm might test the waters of a steal, as Hayes will step back and take some warm-up swings. He's 1 for 2, a double and a fly out to center field in his last plate appearance. As Brand now will pick off, or attempts to pick off Jackson Peters, but Peters gets back. Not a quick pickoff attempt from Hansen, as he'll fire his first pitch into Logan Hayes. Here it comes. That one below the knees. Ball number 1 to the shortstop. Runners at the corners. Greeno at third. Jackson Peters at first. As now Cole Throckmorton gives a sign for some adjustments. And now Logan Hayes, who will look for his sign from Coach Ricky Holm and get it. And here we go. 1-0 with one out. Bottom of the fourth. Nationals threatening to score yet again. Greeno just 90 feet away at third base. Here comes the 1-0 as Hayes tries to lay the bunt down, but it's fouled back to the netting for strike number 1. Landon Greeno got a really good jump from third base, but Hayes couldn't put the bunt down successfully, and with that, it's a 1-1 with one out. It's pretty tough defensively for Misko Sports Kearney if a bunt is going to be laid down, because with the way the runners are split up at the corners, forcing the position players not to get on the grass. A great steal from Peters as the defense is not ready. Oh, but he's out. It was a good attempt as nobody really was looking until it was thrown on over to Caleb Larson. Larson just in the range of Peters as he tags him right on the chest. And there's 2 outs here in this bottom of the fourth inning. As now Coach Holm giving it to Peters as he's walking his way back. It was a great attempt. It looked good in the moment, but fortunately didn't end up the way the Nationals needed. And there's another ball into Logan Hayes. So now one runner on the base pads at third base, being Landon Greeno now with 2 down in this inning. The pitch, swing and a miss for Logan Hayes as that one way down low. It's 2-2 the count now with 2 outs in this bottom of the fourth inning. Now here comes Hansen's next pitch. Swing and a miss. Down goes Logan Hayes, and that's how this inning will come to an end. The Nationals did have a runner in scoring position. They did leave him stranding, but we're going to the top of the fifth. A comfortable 8-1 lead when we come back here. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
The North Platte Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit. Free PC and Mac checkups at CT Computer Services in North Platte? That's right. Let CT Computer Services diagnose your systems to ensure your hardware integrity, security, and overall PC Mac health are running as they should. For a free PC Mac checkup, stop in at 905 South Willow in North Platte or call 308-534-3628. CT Computer Services, your IT guys since 2005.
Welcome back here, Billwood Field. Nationals leading 8-1 over Misko Sports Kearney in this top of the 5th inning. Our half-inning break is brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. His location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. 8 runs on 11 hits, no errors for the side of the FNBO Nationals. 1 run on 3 hits, 2 errors for this Misko Sports Kearney squad. Also, thank you to our sponsors here for today's game. Dave's Place Pizza and Wings. Find out more, 1510 East 4th Street. As today is Tuesday, so they have their daily wing special, 10 wings for $10. As that one just slices foul down the first base side for strike number 1. You might be seeing me make my way on over to Dave's Place after today's game. I know you'll see Trevor down at Dave's Place getting those wings. That's 0-1 the count now to Jace Blattner, the right fielder. Following Blattner, 7-hole hitter Cole Throckmorton, then Tyson Cabela. I know we talked about Jack Polk's pitch count. He's only at 39. As his fastball just a smidge outside for ball number 1. It's 1-1 the count now. Again, you know, if he's going to get that 1 to 2 day rest, it's in the 40 to 60 range. So far in this top of the 5th, only throwing 40 pitches. The 1-1. That one slowly grounded to Easton Jones. Oh, it gets out of his glove and out of his hand. And just like that, a run gets on. Following the mistake from Easton Jones at third base, his first error and the first Nationals error today is he had a pretty simple throw but couldn't get the transition from glove to hand cleanly. And just like that, Jace Blattner gets on with an error. And now here comes Cole Throckmorton. This part of the order is what sparked the 1 run to come across in the top of the 3rd for Kearney. A double from Cole Throckmorton in his first at-bat. As that first pitch is above the letters for ball number 1. Followed up by Tyson Cabela, who also doubled. Now there's a runner at first base being Jace Blattner. As Jack Polk fires to Throckmorton as he fouls it back to the netting for strike number 1. 1-1 the count now. Nobody out, top of the 5th. Still an 8-1 lead for FNBO. Polk glances at first base against Blattner. Here comes his next pitch in to Throckmorton. Off speed, high up, throw on over to first. Oh, and getting safely back, Jace Blattner. That ball low in the dirt, ball 2. As McIntyre almost got Blattner out at first base. Noticing how far away he was from the bag. 2-1 now the count with nobody out in this top of the 5th inning. Polk now 44 pitches. Next pitch, that one going to be slightly swung on. The throw on over to first will get the out. Throckmorton kind of like half-heartedly check swung and it bounces off his bat. That does advance the runner Blattner to second, but out goes Throckmorton for out number 1. That was quite an interesting play. Cole Throckmorton was not ready for it, and with that unintentionally gets out. And now a shift on the outfield going to the right side here against Tyson Cabela. He doubled to the gap in right center field in his last plate appearance, driving home Cole Throckmorton. As he'll see a first pitch tight inside on the fastball from Polk for ball number 1. 1-0 with 1 out. Here in this top of the 5th inning, Blattner at second for Misko Sports Kearney in scoring position. Following Cabela, Charlie Loof, and then Caleb Larson. The 1-0. Skied up into the air. Jack Polk running up underneath it, calls off McIntyre. Gets there and gloves it easily for out number 2. And there's 2 down here in this top of the 5th inning. Now here comes Charlie Loof. The Loofster grounded out in his first plate appearance back to Jack Polk. Now, last potential out of this top of the 5th inning for the side of Misko Sports Kearney, with Blattner again still threatening at second base. As here comes Polk's pitch. He'll glance at second and fire. That's at the knees and in there. Strike number 1. 0-1 the count. That one just barely sneaking in. 0-1 with 2 down now. Nationals trending towards the victory right now. Knock on wood. 0-1 as Polk now fires. Grounded over to Easton Jones. Good glove this time. Rockets it to first in time, and that's how this inning comes to an end. There was a runner getting on Jace Blattner, but outside of that, Kearney couldn't get anything going. We're now moving to the bottom of the 5th inning. Potentially, we could see the game end here if the Nationals can get 2 runs across. We come back here to Billwood Field, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
With Sandhill State Bank's new upgraded cart management experience, you can now control your carts anytime, anywhere. The new features and added control allow you to prevent fraud like never before. Get increased transaction details, turn your card on and off whenever you'd like, and report your card lost in an instant, all from our mobile app. More insights, more control, and more security for your banking experience. Bank local and go far with digital banking solutions that go wherever you go. Visit sandhillstate.com to learn more. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
Exciting news! North Platte and surrounding communities, Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment has a new address. Find them at 220 West Leota Street, Suite 1, right beside Great Plains Urgent Care. Their professional staff is fully qualified to help you meet your needs. From wheelchairs to mobility scooters, lift chairs, and more, they have everything to make your home safe and comfortable. They've got you covered. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today at 308-568-8510. Let them help you regain your independence.
Welcome back here, Billwood Field. Nationals leading this one 8-1 over the side of Misko Sports Kearney. 8 runs on 11 hits. Only 1 error for the National squad. 1 run on 3 hits, 2 errors for Misko Sports Kearney. Jacob Hansen still on the mound for this Kearney squad in his second full inning of work right here. Nationals, though, do need 2 runs to come across here in this ball game, in this inning alone, to end it on a run rule. Our half-inning breaks is always brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. Check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. His new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Those are other sponsors here for today's game. CT Computer Services, your IT guy since 2005. So up to bat now, Blaze Zeiler. He singled in the left field in his in his last plate appearance for the Nationals. Struck out swinging in his first. He'll see a pitch that's at the letters and in for strike number 1 from Jacob Hansen. Hansen's on his 20th pitch so far after relieving Derek Nonhoff, who was up to 60 pitches. 13 strikes, 7 balls. That one turned on but fouled. Down the third base side for strike number 2. It's 2-0 the count now. And, of course, as always, you can listen to our coverage of tonight's FNBO American Legion Baseball game, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live stream at NorthPlattePost.com. That pitch way in the dirt for ball number 1. It's 1-2 the count now. Nobody out. Nobody on here. Bottom of the 5th. Hansen likes what he sees and fires the 1-2. Whoa! Way upstairs and just gets out of the glove of Cole Throckmorton. 2-2 the count now. I thought for a second that bounced off the cap of Blaze Zeiler, but that's just the sound of it bouncing off of the glove of Cole Throckmorton. 2-2, nobody out. Here comes that pitch. Turned on again to the left field. It gets down for a base hit. Another hit for Blaze Zeiler. He's turning on the heat here late in this game. That's now the 12th hit today for this National squad. My good heavens. That is now 12 hits on the day for this National squad. It's Ty Hanneborg's time to shine as he's 1 for 2 today. Flew out in his first plate appearance to Jace Blattner, but did single in right field in his last one. Let's see if he can once again move Blaze Zeiler as a pickoff attempt almost gets tagged out. As Hanneborg will be up to bat. Tyler Townsend's on deck with Caden Johnson in the hole for FNBO. Hansen trying to hold the fort down in this inning. One runner on being Zeiler at first base. So he lays down a beautiful bunt, Ty does, but didn't get off the home plate bag pretty well. But he will advance Blaze Zeiler. It was a good bunt, just didn't really get the Jets off quickly from home base. And that sacrifice bunt does lead Blaze Zeiler on over to second. And now here comes Tyler Townsend. He did strike out swinging in his first plate appearance, as the squad gets a little chuckle out of that bunt as Coach Holm personally comes over and gives him a high five. One out here, Zeiler at second. Tyler Townsend again struck out swinging in his first appearance against Jacob Hansen last time out. Did single up the middle in his first attempt against Derek Nonhoff. Zeiler in scoring position at second base as Hansen fires off speed. In there, strike number one to the right fielder, Tyler Townsend. Again, Caden Johnson on deck with Jack Polk in the hole for the Nationals. Hansen likes his sign from Cole Throckmorton and now gets set to fire. Here comes that 0-1. Ooh, that one low in the dirt. Almost got away from Cole Throckmorton for ball one. 1-1 the count now. 8-1 is the lead for the National squad. Bottom of the fifth inning. 2 runs away from a run rule. 1-1 the count now. The pitch. Swung on and missed by Tyler Townsend on a curveball. Strike number 2. 1-2 the count now. With 1 out. 1-2. Hansen likes what he sees. Here comes his payoff pitch right here. Low and away once again to Tyler Townsend. 2-2 the count now. It's funny, we're almost at 30 pitches here for Jacob Hansen. Jack Polk has yet to hit 50. He's 15 pitches away, Hansen is, from eclipsing the starting pitcher today for the Nationals. The 2-2. Oh! Blows it right past Tyler Townsend there. Strike number 3. A strikeout there for Jacob Hansen. And now with 2 down here, Caden Johnson up to bat. Singled in his last plate appearance up into center field. He's 1 for 2 today. Walked in his first plate appearance. Reached on a fielder's choice in his second. And, of course, as I said, singled up the middle last time out. Blaze Zeiler still on over at second base for the Nationals as the pitch. Fastball there for strike number 1 from Hansen. He's starting to find a rhythm now, Jacob Hansen is. So far, no action in the bullpen for either side. As now the 0-1 from Hansen looks to be delivered to Caden Johnson right here. That off speed, off the mark, ball number 1. 1-1 the count now with 2 down. Jack Polk on deck, landing Greeno in the hole for the Nationals. As here comes that famous 1-1 pitch from Jacob Hansen. Here it comes. Fastball outside. There's ball 2 to Caden Johnson. Temperature now has fallen 2 degrees. It's now only 89 outside. Just a measly 2. We're all still melting here. No worries. We're all the same. 2-1 now. 2 outs the count. That one rocketed slowly down to Andrew Brocious, the first base coach. So he couldn't hold on to it. 2-2 now the count to Caden Johnson with 2 outs. As Hansen getting ready. His payoff. 2-2. Glances at second. Now look to pick off Blaze Zeiler, and he's safe. Johnson, who's had a good start today, looking to complete that, as now Tad Hanneborg's causing me some hassle here. The 2-2 from Hansen, way upstairs on that fastball. 3-2 the count now to Caden Johnson. A walk here would be preferable. We'd all love to see that, because that means Jack Polk has the potential to win the game right here with a double steal and then a hit. A lot of things have to go the way of the Nationals. They have to get through this pitch right here, though. The 3-2 from Jacob Hansen as he looks to pick off. Oh, it gets into center field past the second baseman, Caleb Larson. And Blaze Zeiler gets it to third on a passed-up ball. Caleb Larson was not ready for it, and it flies right past him into the outfield. And Blaze Zeiler now is just 90 feet away from home, threatening to score once again. Three and two the count from Jacob Hansen as he sets and fires it into Caden Johnson. Oh, he fouls it off. Whew. That's a good little swing there from Jonies. It was in the zone, so he just got some contact on it. 3 and 2 with 2 down. Runner at third base being Blaze Zeiler. Steal home, as Jake from the Telegraph says. That one's ball number 4, and there's a walk. Now here we go. Now the prophecy could come true. The 1 in 14 trillion something numbers could happen. Caden Johnson needs to steal to second, and then Jack Polk needs to single deep enough into center field, and this game could be over. A lot of things need to go the way of the Nationals. First off, they need to successfully move Caden Johnson on over to second base. That's already a tall enough task with Cole Throckmorton behind the plate. If they do so, Jack Polk just needs to get one into the outfield. That first pitch from Hansen is outside for ball number 1. So 1-0 the count with 2 down. As Hansen gets a sign from Throckmorton and delivers. Check swing. That pitch, also outside. Ball 2. 2-0 the count now. 2 Jack Polk. Good check swing. Maybe, just maybe, they don't even need to attempt to steal if Jacob Hansen loads the bases. 2-0 with 2 outs here in this bottom of the 5th inning. Nationals had the game-winning run at second base. Excuse me, at first base. Maybe at second if he steals right here. Here comes that 2-0. Oh, no, it's way in the dirt. Ball 3. It's all falling apart right here for Jacob Hansen. 3-0 the count. Pressure starting to mount. Starting to crack the pitcher there. 3-0 with 2 down. Polk up to bat. Runner at first, Johnson. Zeiler at third. 3-0. Oh, fastball's in there. Strike number 1. 3-1, 2 down. Here in this bottom of the 5th inning. Landon Greeno on deck with Easton Jones in the hole. Hansen with his 3-1. Swung on and fouled off by Jack Polk. And what was a 3-0 count has now been pushed full. 3-2 with 2 down. Last time we went to a 3-2 count, Caden Johnson was walked on over to first base. 3-2. 2 outs. Runners at the corners. This bottom of the 5th inning. Here comes Hansen's 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. It was in the dirt. Oh, my heavens. And that's how this inning comes to an end. Nationals had the game-winning run at first base. Couldn't get it done. We're going now to the top of the 6th inning. Nationals still leading this one, though, 8-1 when we come back here at FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
Buying a car? It's not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. Check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
Welcome back here, Bill Woodfield. Nationals at the moment leading 8-1 now in this top of the 6th inning. You can, of course, listen to our live streams as well as all of our other fun festivities right here on FM 98.1 and AM 1410, as well video live streaming NorthPlattePost.com. Thank you to our sponsors here for today's game, Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. And check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group, his location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. We are here with potentially 9 outs of baseball left, and on the mound for the Nationals still, Jack Polk. 49 total pitches, and I don't think I've seen anybody leave to go warm up for the National squad, as Caleb Larson, the batter that Jack Polk's going to be seeing, fouls that one back to the netting for strike number 1. I don't think anybody has seen anybody go to the bullpen at the moment. Trevor, do you see anybody in the bullpen right now warming up? No, Trevor doesn't see anybody, so we could, oh my heavens, we could be seeing Jack Polk go the entire way. What a glove by Easton Jones. Oh my heavens, really? Yes, he almost gets it. And he does so. A diving grab by Easton Jones at third base, slinging it on over to first and gets Caleb Larson out. What a glove by Easton Jones. And there's a 1 out. I mean, that was the best defensive play today by a country mile. And there's 1 out here in this top of the 6th inning. If you're Kearney, you got to be feeling like, well, there's nothing we can do at this point if that's what's going to be happening on the defensive side. As Rhett Mundorf now comes up to bat. He's 0 for 2 today. He grounded out to Jack Polk in his first plate appearance, then flew out to Easton Jones in his second. He'll see a first pitch from Jack Polk in the dirt, ball number 1. Polk up to 51 pitches right now. Again, the range for 1 to 2 day rest, 40 to 60. Yes, here comes the 1-0. Oh, that one's going to bounce off of Rhett Mundorf, and Mundorf going to make his way on over to first following the hit by pitch. So 1 runner on at first base being Mundorf, and now it's Jacob Hansen checking in, the 3-hole hitter. Goes Hansen, then Bryce Anderson, then Keegan Brand. Again, the original plan from Coach Ricky Holm was that Polk might only come in relief effort for a few pitches, as he wanted him to pitch the Cheyenne tournament this weekend, but so far, Jack Polk still on the mound here through these 5 innings as that pitch, gets away from Dean McIntyre on an off-speed, and Rhett Mundorf will take the stroll on over to second following the passed-up ball. It's ball number 1 to Hansen. Want to know the count? Larry Coolman night alongside Senior Appreciation Day. Jack Polk, the lone senior on the roster, getting the leadership award as well as the scholarship, as fouling that one off goes Jacob Hansen for strike number 1. 1-1 the count now. 1 out. Mundorf at second base in scoring position for Kearney, an 8-1 lead for the Nationals. Here in this top of the 6th inning, Polk likes what he sees, glances at second twice, and delivers. Tight inside, moving away Jacob Hansen does, and it's, oh my, as that's ball number 2. I just got some information here. There is currently a tornado warning for Arthur County alongside McPherson County, starting right now and lasting until 9:48. I was going to say 3 balls now into Jacob Hansen. 3-1, 1 out. Jack Polk again glances on over at second. Fires into Hansen at the knees. Oh, went in there. Strike number 2. That one. Oh, mighty close. But Hansen thought it was a ball, but he has to stroll back after getting the strike. Again, if you're just tuning in, tornado warning has been issued by the EAS. National Weather Service has been issuing it to Arthur County and McPherson County. 3-2 count with 1 out. Polk's pitch. That one going to get gloved up by Ty Hanneborg. The spin and throw to first in time for out number 2. That does move the runner, Rhett Mundorf, on over to third. So with 2 outs now here It's Bryce Anderson up to bat. He's had himself quite a strugglesome day behind the plate for Misko Sports Kearney. Struck out in his first plate appearance, then flew out in his second. Pitch. That one also below the knees, but in there for strike number one. I agree with Anderson on that one. Very rarely will, but that should have been a ball. It's 0-1 the count now to the first baseman as Jack Polk fires. That one high and outside, though. Ball one. It's 1-1 the count now. 2 down here. Top of the 6th inning. Now we're only just 7 strikes away. 1-1 with 2 down. That one just too tight inside for ball 2. 2-1 the count now. I mean, that one could have gone either which way. Preferably looked like it was in the zone. 2-1 now to Anderson. He skies one really high into the heavens. Getting underneath it, Easton Jones. He gloves it for out number 3. And the scoring threat for Kearney comes none to fruition. And just like that, we're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Nationals leading 8-1. We come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live stream at NorthPlattePost.com.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick stop. With your 24-hour convenience store. Fast, friendly, no one gives you more. Gas, food, your favorite drink. Get everything you need in a blink. That's why everybody stops at Quick Stop. We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Whether you're a weekend warrior, youth, or professional athlete, the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team has you covered. The team includes orthopedic surgeons, athletic trainers, and other healthcare specialists who spend their time at local high school and college sporting events, ensuring that athletes stay as injury-free as possible. In the event of an injury, the team remains committed to returning athletes to competition as quickly and safely as possible.
Contact the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team by calling 308-568-7456.
Welcome back here to Billwood Field. Nationals leading 8-1. 6 outs left to go here in this ball game, and it's been all Nationals. Whoa! I was going to say Trevor. Well, I thought Trevor's going to be announcing the next lineup, so I was excited for a second there. But it's really been all Nationals all day today. I mean, unbelievable how this game has turned out. As the Nationals have really been on top of their game here today, leading Kearney 8-1. 8 runs on 12 hits, 1 error. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors for this Misko Sports Kearney squad. Landon Greeno up to bat. Every ball he's hit today has gone into center field. 2 of them have gone down for a base hit. 1 of them was caught by Keegan Brand out in center. We do have a new pitcher now. Charlie Loof takes over for Jacob Hansen. His first pitch into Greeno is high up there, ball number 1. Again, if you're joining us, there is a current tornado warning in Arthur County and McPherson County, so please do take... Oh, my good heavens, there's Andrew Brocious' father here. Good to see him up here. 1-0 the count now as Landon Greeno faces Charlie Loof. Loof's next pitch is high up for ball number 2. It's 2-0 the count now. As now TJ Haggard takes over the helms of the scoring duties. Everybody laugh and point if he messes it up. 2-0 the count. Another one that's above the letters. Ball. Ooh. Oh, they're going to say it hit Landon Greeno. Interesting. So that one's said to be a hit by pitch to Landon Greeno. So he'll take over at first before he gets courtesy ran by Jackson Peters. So a runner on over at first base, Jackson Peters, and Easton Jones, who was on cycle watch and unfortunately had it all go awry as he missed the single in his last at-bat. He does have an opportunity here to win this game with a walk-off home run. Jackson Peters is at first base against Charlie Loof. As Jones sees the first pitch Titans side for strike number 1. 0-1 the count now. Jackson Peters courtesy running for Landon Greeno at first base. 0-1 the count to the third baseman Easton Jones. He's 2 for 3 today. That one way outside. Good glove by Throckmorton. It's 1-1 the count now. Still nobody out here in this bottom of the 6th inning. One runner on at third base. The runner, at first. Great jump by Jackson Peters. Great throw on the side of Cole Throckmorton, but tag cannot be applied by Caleb Larson to Jackson Peters, and just like that, there's a stolen base for the young man. He almost had one earlier today as he barely got tagged out, but this time awarded for his patience, and there's a stolen base for Peters, and it's 2-1 the count now to Easton Jones. The pitch. Oh, he skies that one up. It's drifting foul towards my pickup truck. Didn't sound like it hit anything, so there's strike number 2 to Easton Jones. 2-2 the count now to the third baseman. Dean McIntyre on deck with Logan Hayes in the hole. Loof on the mound now. Jacob Hansen taking over for him in left field. As Loof sets and fires. Curveball finds its way in. Easton Jones got caught up on the off speed. He's all smiles as he makes his way back to the dugout. But there's out number 1 as Dean McIntyre now comes up to bat for the Nationals here. With 1 out in this bottom of the 6th inning. Only 5 more outs left to go in the ball game. The Nationals will pick up the win potentially, knock on wood. I've seen some crazier things happen. As McIntyre now ready to go against Loof. Peters at second. The pitch. Down low on the curve, no good. Ball number 1. Dean McIntyre 1 for 3 today. Flew out in his first appearance, grounded out in his second, and then singled in his third. What's the good news? All right, love to see that. A tornado warning in McPherson County as well as Arthur County starting to dissipate just a little bit, so still do be aware of that if you're in that area. The 2-0 is swung on, and it gets into left field for a base hit. They are waving Jackson Peters home. He's putting the Jets on. He gets on into home. As Jackson Peters wins the ball game for the Nationals here in this bottom of the 6th inning. As there it is, Nationals pick up the 9-1 victory off of the single from Dean McIntyre, the 13th hit today. What a game it has been for the Nationals today. I mean, I cannot believe it here. 9 runs on 13 hits, 1 error for the Nationals, compared to 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors for this Kearney squad. I mean, this is a complete opposite of what we saw last time these two teams played. Nationals really started to find their rhythm early and often in this ball game, and then just never looked back from that point onwards. They pick up the 9-1 victory here, as we're going to step aside and take a break. We come back, quick stop, post-game show right on here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, video live streaming. Everybody's messing with me right here, NorthPlattePost.com.
You ready to embark on an exciting new career? Larry's Glass has been a trusted name in custom glass design for over 40 years, and they are seeking a skilled glazier to join their team. If you have a passion for precision and craftsmanship, this is the perfect opportunity for you. Install glass in commercial, residential, and auto settings. Get paid while you train for a new career. Stop into Larry's Glass at 211 West 5th Street, North Platte, and discuss how you can be part of their team and build a fulfilling career.
Nicole is having her favorite Runza salad.
The something something ranch salad.
It's the chicken bacon ranch salad.
But you can put whatever else you want around it. I'm here for the ranch.
I'm with you. Runza's homemade ranch is perfect. It's so good. A classic.
It's literally the only reason I like salad.
Great point. Come get a salad with your ranch. Try Runza's chicken bacon ranch salad today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Chuck is a Runza French fry superfan.
Can't get enough of them.
Is it the crinkly goodness?
Kinda?
Is it the way the crinkles on the fry expertly hold the Runza Ranch?
Yeah.
Is it the fact that Runza Kringle fries look like tiny accordions?
Once you see it, you can't unsee it. It makes me so happy.
You're not wrong, Chuck. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
Whether you're a weekend warrior, youth, or professional athlete, the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team has you covered. The team includes orthopedic surgeons, athletic trainers, and other healthcare specialists who spend their time at local high school and college sporting events, ensuring that athletes stay as injury-free as possible. In the event of an injury, the team remains committed to returning athletes to competition as quickly and safely as possible.
Contact the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team by calling 308-568-7456.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, "Do the right thing." That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
The North Platte Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
Welcome back here, Billwood Field. Nationals pick up the 9-1 victory, 9 runs on 13 hits. Man, they were pouring on the heat. They didn't like the heat, but they wanted to make Kearney feel that heat even more hard. As joining me here today, the victorious coach, Ricky Holm. You could say, technically, could be on a 4-game winning streak since yesterday's game got canceled. So if you want to stay optimistic, that's 4 games in a row. But 3-game winning streak coming in against a Kearney team that looked pretty unstoppable in the first time you guys played, where they almost threw you on a no score. But come back here with a vengeance. 9 runs, 13 hits. I think the most impressive is those 13 hits were converted into a whole bunch of runs, which is something you've been preaching from the high heavens since the beginning of time.
Yeah, I mean, to look at this game, you got to kind of go back to the last week, over at the CWS tournament. Tough games, went 2-4, lost a 1-run game in 8 innings to Creighton Prep. Jack was at 80 pitches in the 8th inning. Lost a 2-run game to Cheyenne. We're up on them early. Lost a heartbreaker to Harrisburg, 1 run. So started off the tournament with 4 losses, and then we're able to come back and get a couple dubs there. And I'm starting to like what I'm seeing as far as, pounding the zone, being aggressive and looking for our certain pitches, and especially after the way Don Hoffett threw against us the first game and really chopped us up. So it was kind of promising. We had Ty Rob and Greeno throw batting practice today, kind of hoping that they were going to go with the lefty. So thank them for doing that. But definitely, I told them it's like, kind of keep it quiet because I don't want to jinx anything. But, we're starting to play kind of like how I had envisioned it earlier in the year. So obviously would have liked to have started off that way, but better late than never.
I was going to say, you probably actually would like to see the team peaking towards the end of the season as districts is coming up just around the corner than, throwing it all into the cornerstone to start off because, we've seen that a couple of years. You have some good starts, but they start to kilter off towards the end, or other years where the team starts to pick up at the right time. And it seems like these last 3 games, you said, and really even in those losses, starting to finally see the bread and the seeds that you planted early on starting to grow out to be really successful outings. And again, Jack Polk, who's been spectacular this season, leading it there on the pitching side.
Yeah, I think the offense and the defense kind of settles in when Jack's pitching because they know that, he's going to be pitch efficient. He's not going to walk any guys. He's going to attack the zone. And as a defender, it's easier to play behind someone when if they're not striking you out, they're keeping you involved in the game and hitting you ground balls. And, I think he was at 82 pitches and 8+ innings versus Creighton Prep, and then to come out today. And,
Yes.
you got to think about it. It's senior night. He's the only senior. He wins a leadership award. He wins a scholarship award. So he has to shake hands and kiss babies there for 5-10 minutes and then go and warm up. So could have had an easy excuse to kind of come out flat, but I think he had a 6 or 7 pitch first inning and just kind of got on a roll from there.
Yeah, we talked about, we were joking about the pitch efficiency. At one point in the game, the replacement pitcher, Jacob Hansen, almost had as many pitches as Jack Polk did through 2 1/3 innings, and we just kind of giggled it off. But that was exactly what you were looking for. I know we talked earlier today about, what would be the plan for, of course, coming up as you have a tournament this weekend. What would be the pitching plan? You were hoping that, Jack maybe could have seen some time today, but seeing him in the starting lineup and then watching the way he was pitching so efficiently, you got to feel pretty good that, that's only going to bode well for your chances going into another tournament here this weekend.
Yeah, that's why we were really working to try to manufacture that last run, those last 3 innings there to try to keep his pitch count down. Luckily for us, he kind of did that on his own, still only ended up with 68 pitches. So he'll get a little running in today and kind of take it easy the rest of the week here other than having to play short. And then Sunday for the tournament we'll play either way, so he'll be able to come back on 4 days rest and throw Sunday. So just really excited about how the guys are playing. But like I said, we're good, but we're not that good. We can't be reading the metaphorical clippings and the newspaper articles about us. We know what type of talent we have, but we also know that if we don't put it together, that it doesn't really matter who we're playing. So from this point on, just hoping that we keep doing steps forward and go try to win a tournament in Cheyenne.
That's what we love to hear. Still many games left to be played, and let's turn it on over to our Leadership Award winner here for this year, as well as our senior for senior night. Might as well just call it the Jack Polk night. That's what it felt like here today, because, man, oh man, you came out of the gates rocking. You can kind of feel when you're going to have a good game if you don't make it past 7 pitches in a singular inning, and I think we all collectively in here just sighed a good bit of relief and said, yeah, it's going to be one of those games. And it looked like it hit the zone with ferocity, really efficient, and I think that's what's been the fun storyline to go through this season. Has been every start has been just more efficient than the rest, and you're just like, I don't know how you do it at the same time, because I sit there and I think, it's got to be at some point he falls off. Then you go in 8 innings and only throw 83 pitches. So what is the secret to your sauce to make that happen out there, specifically in a night tonight where you're all kind of preparing for a tournament this weekend?
Yeah, just like I always say, pound the zone, make them earn everything. I've said that a couple times, I think, but the mindset doesn't change really no matter who I'm going against. I was locked in today. I was pretty excited. A lot of emotions, but, I was ready for it, and I'm glad it turned out the way it did.
And that's one of those things that these are one of those nights you rarely are very different from normal nights because of this kind of mix-up with the awards, so you get to go out and kind of disrupt your rhythm. Do you normally see that as, I want to say distraction, but just as a way to maybe throw you off? Or as you said, you were pretty locked in, so maybe it just didn't really affect you as much?
Yeah, it's a little different when it's all good things, but I was glad to accept all the rewards, and I just went down to my bullpen and right back to it, got right back into the rhythm.
Yeah, you look right in the. That's the great thing about it. You can sit there and kind of see everybody get out of the rhythm as some of the normal routine's been shaken up, but you look like you were locked in even on that first pitch. And it seems like now the team, as Coach was talking about, was starting to move its way into a positive direction, even though you guys went 2-4 in the College World Series tournament. Losing some pretty close games to some teams that are on the upper echelon, not only of that tournament, but of the season as a whole. What were some of the takeaways that you had from that tournament, not just into tonight, but maybe for the rest of the year?
Yeah, like you said, there was a lot of good teams that we played close. We got walked off twice, so against 2 pretty good teams. So hopefully we learn from that and learn how to put teams away when we're up and in it, and just hopefully that doesn't happen ever again.
Yeah, you hate to see that. Well, it was always the most grueling of defeats, but also probably the best learning aspects of. Yep. You get that taste in your mouth, and you're like, well, I don't know if I want that in my mouth ever again. But as you said, the season, it's still got plenty of juice left in it, but we're coming to an end. So how do you guys kind of feel right now? You feel like you're peaking at the right time? You feel like there's still more that this team can extract from itself?
I'm hoping so. We're trending in the right direction for sure. It's fun to see, hopefully we can make a district run. I think we got the talent. If we just put it together, we can definitely go to state.
That's what I love to hear. Got another tournament coming up this weekend, so good luck to you.
Thank you.
Keep nice and cooled off here, specifically this week. It's going to be nice and toasty. That was Jack Polk. He was today's winner, as well as our Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game, and also Leadership Award recipient, as well as the lone senior on tonight's squad for senior night. 9-1 victory for the Nationals. We're going to step aside and take one last break. When we come back, we'll have our Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game, which you already probably know is going to be Jack Polk, and of course some other news and notes. We come back here, Bill Woodfield, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and video live streaming at NorthPlattePost.com.
Exciting news! North Platte and surrounding communities, Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment has a new address. Find them at 220 West Leota Street, Suite 1, right beside Great Plains Urgent Care. Their professional staff is fully qualified to help you meet your needs. From wheelchairs to mobility scooters, lift chairs, and more, they have everything to make your home safe and comfortable. They've got you covered. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today at 308-568-8510. Let them help you regain your independence.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Save money at the pump at Quick Stop with the DinoPay app. DinoPay offers contactless payment using your preferred debit or credit card. The savings add up with 12 cents per gallon and even more on Tuesdays and Thursdays with rollbacks for savings of 15 cents per gallon. Huge savings. The Sinclair DinoPay saving you at the pump. Don't forget Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and for real shakes and smoothies. Gourmet coffee at everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Quick Stop.
With summer just around the corner, Mid-Plains Community College can help you get a jump start on your college degree. Our summer courses may allow you an opportunity to transfer credits back to your institution, saving you money while helping you earn your degree faster. Visit our website at mpcc.edu to learn more about our summer offerings and begin transforming your future today. That's mpcc.edu.
Try Runza's Lemonade Refreshers, powered by plant-based natural caffeine. And they come in 4 delicious flavors: pomegranate passion, mango mojo, prickly pear, and watermelon wild. Why do you keep doing that?
These refreshers are just so refreshing.
But you don't have to make that noise every time. Try Runza's Lemonade Refreshers. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
The North Platte Public Schools prepares all students to be productive, responsible citizens in a safe, caring, supporting learning environment with caring staff, engaging curriculum, clean facilities, and updated technology. You can rely on our schools giving your child the tools they need for a successful future. For more information, including enrollment and career opportunities, visit nppsd.org. North Platte Public Schools. Communicate, connect, commit.
The DNN Event Center wishes everyone a great sports season. With North Platte and Nebraska weather, things change quickly and can make our lives a little more difficult. Thank goodness for the DNN. The DNN offers hourly rentals for all types of sports practices, including turf, courts, batting cages, and equipment usage. Call the DNN Event Center to schedule your team's practice times and for more league information for all sports seasons. For over 30 years in our community, for your next event, the DNN Event Center.
Back here, Bill Woodfield Nationals with the huge victory over Kearney Misko Sports, 9-1. 9 runs on 13 hits, 1 error for the Nationals. 1 run on 3 hits, 2 errors for this Kearney squad. The pitching today for Jack Polk, man, he went the whole 6 innings, only giving up 3 hits and 1 earned run to go with it. Only 2 strikeouts, which I think is a surprising part because Polk's really been picking up the strikeout train, only collecting 2 today. His pitches, efficient. Only throwing less than 70 pitches, 68 in total to be exact. I mean, Jack Polk was on a mission today, and he proved it and showed us what he's all about here on senior night. Nationals again, 9-1 victory. Our Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game on Many Matters. Talk to Marshall Doty, Mark Tillman, and Jacob White, financial advisors with CIO Wealth Strategies, a Ameriprise Financial Incorporated member. They will go to Jack Polk as he again wins 6 innings, only giving up 1 run, 3 total hits in general, and he gets a well-deserved 4 days rest before the Nationals travel to Cheyenne this weekend. They go to the Cheyenne tournament. We'll be back next week when the Nationals will take on Broken Bow and hopefully have some good news to boot as well. For Pax and Gordon here, Bill Woodfield, and on FM 98.1 and AM 1410 in video live streaming. NorthPlattePost.com. We say so long, and I say so long to Lance Polk as he waves to me as well. Nationals 9-1 victors. I'll see you all next week.
It's not always the most pleasant experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. 23 years. That's how long Premier Toyota has been in North Platte community, delivering a car buying experience that's friendly, easy, and fun. Check PremierAutoplex.com first, then stop by your lot at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte. Come see us. Premier Toyota for your next new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle. Premier Toyota at PremierAutoplex.com.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's